Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you are new. We are back to watch another episode of My Lady Jane. This is episode 4. It is called Bluebird is Dead. We ended last episode with Jane essentially being told that she's going to be queen, so I'm very curious to see all the drama and shenanigans that ensue because of that decision. So before we jump into this, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon or joining YouTube memberships. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, let's jump into episode 4 of My Lady Jane. The song choices are so interesting sometimes.
Behold England's new monarch, Queen Jane Grey, and her consort, Guilford Dudley. Is this a dream come true for our reluctant couple, or a nightmare incarnate?
It disrupts their whole process. Well, surely everything will be fine.
Must I call you Majesty?
Yes.
You call me Jane. Nothing's changed.
Everything's changed. From now on, we address her as Your Royal Majesty, Queen of England.
Full title.
Jane has been in shock for hours, but her mother showing this level of respect and deference is, frankly, fucking bonkers.
Yep, that's the thing that gets her to pass out, is her mom being nice to her.
I'll simply have to kill her myself.
Alright, well, hell, maybe not. That would be rude. I wouldn't appreciate it.
I shall spy on them.
Shut him out, Mary.
Then we'll turn the country against them.
Oh, my love.
He wants to suck on them fingers. God, they're freaks.
Give me the key to your zoo. Hmm?
You have a zoo?
Zoo! Now!
Or is it your prison of animals? Guys, can you maybe back it up a bit?
Grief doesn't hit you all at once. It comes in waves, like the world's most lugubrious hangover.
Lugubrious? What a word.
Why would Edward name me?
If I may say,
He likes you, and he
His
thinks you'd be
Majesty
capable.
always held you in the highest esteem.
The messenger told me that he threw himself out of a window. Is that true?
It's not true.
Edward chose to subject himself to the freezing damp of the north turret. No, I don't believe it.
Neither do I.
Good. New ally. Hell yeah. Yeah. Unless he turned himself into an animal, I don't see this having happened.
Are you alright?
You know, you?
It is what it is.
This is as close as the English ever get to admitting emotional turmoil.
I must find who did this. I owe him that.
We will. It's almost dawn.
I wish you could stay.
I mean, he can.
Vulnerability from the indomitable Jane Grey.
Sensitivity from the unconscionable Guilford Dudley.
Kiss. Smoochy smooch.
We can't do this.
I know.
Do it anyway. Star Wars transitions? In my romance show?
Rise and shine. first day as queen. Come on, your kingdom awaits.
I'm ordering new anointment oil and having the rod and scepter polished. Not too much, not till they're slippery, but they'll jolly well sparkle.
Wonderful.
This is divine.
So much that they're sparkly and slippery.
Thanks to me, we are rich, safe, and happy. So,
Stiff ass bed.
I must speak to the Privy Council.
about Lord Dudley,
It's like she's bouncing on a box.
I want the best Spanish claret for breakfast and the most excellent Rhenish for lunch.
She is really getting into the role. Is this her room?
Yes. Yes, I can tolerate this.
Lucky duck.
Made it.
Do you honestly think that I would ruin a Venetian velvet cloak by stretching out the pocket with a leaden poisonous box? I mean...
Then how did it get there?
That's a fair point.
I have a witness.
What witness?
Who's your witness?
Why, a cook
A cook?
who saw Lord Dudley administer said poison.
Lies, lies, lies!
Oh.
You fool!
Like many leaders before and since, Jane is realizing
Saucy little slaps.
she
Dang.
has inherited a troubled administration,
Is this the power slap competition now?
otherwise known as
Charles,
a shit show.
how did you know that it was poison? Did you see it?
Yes, he had it in a bowl.
What kind of bowl?
A golden one? Yeah, shiny.
A golden bowl. Not a box.
Yes, yes. Just
Yeah, you screwed up, brother.
Thank you for your time.
of course, Your Majesty.
Just one more thing. This palace ledger says you weren't working that day at all.
I mean, it should be obvious the guy next to you is planning it because she keeps looking at him.
Release Lord Dudley immediately. Why did you do this? Were you forced or bribed? Answer me!
She keeps looking at him. Girl, she had a queen. Oh, she's an Ethian.
Beast! You're welcome, Your Majesty.
Seymour?
That's awful.
Well done, you.
Don't trust this man. I would fire him as soon as possible.
But I've done my best to make it comfy, my lord.
Wait, did you just call that horse my lord?
Lord Seymour, I said Milo.
Whose is this bed?
His.
My lord.
Hardly. This is velvet.
He saved up.
Must be your master's. Nope. There's only one explanation for this.
He's into horses. He's a sick freak.
Her Majesty has kicked Guilford Dudley out of her bed already.
Oh, yeah, totally.
My sword. I'd lose my head if it wasn't screwed on, honestly. Horses. Rats with hooves, really.
What? Horses are majestic creatures, how dare you?
I need a drink.
You gotta figure out how to control that, buddy.
Edward had a right to choose his heir.
You sneaky little witch.
Please, let her go.
You care more about this mongrel than you do your own sister.
You're the one threatening to kill a dog, Mary.
You must make it up to me.
I will. I promise.
See that box?
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Place it next to Queen Jane. Tonight.
What's in the box?
Ah, surprise, surprise,
She's
Baroness.
playing Wild Thing.
Apart from the questionable notion of divine right and inherited absolute power, is that loyalty cannot be taken for granted.
A snake.
Even from royal counselors.
Sneaky snake. It's a sneaky snake.
I miss him too. I'm glad you're here.
Poor sneaky snake.
Seymour's behind everything.
What?
He poisoned Edward. I'm sure he sent those men to kill us in the woods.
Do you have proof?
I mean, it's fairly obvious.
She turned into an Ethian. And then they killed her.
I mean, she didn't turn into an Ethian. She was an Ethian the whole time. She turned into an animal.
Well, it sounds to me like you're giving up.
Oh, I've never given up on anything in my entire life.
Is that so?
It is so.
Really?
Really.
And prove it.
Kiss. She'll prove a couple things to you, buddy.
I'm
sorry. I know you didn't want this.
Oh, she does now. Also, she initiated that kiss. So, seems pretty clear evidence that she does want that.
Jane must name you king.
Why?
What?
Marrying Jane was never about my cure. It was about the
Yeah.
kingdom. It was about you.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't let your one flaw hold you back from greatness.
Hey, come on now. It ain't a flaw that he can turn into an animal. That's rad as hell. How dare you?
Ethan!
Petunia.
Another Ethian!
You tried to save Edward? Yes, but I failed. Tell me everything.
Bang on. Is this a dream? Or is she having literal visions of the future?
Now, Phillips.
Go on then, Hodgkins. Have at it.
Okay.
Dreams. Mysterious, yet clarifying.
Yeah, we need to fire Phillips and Hodgkins. Unless they're already dead.
Your Majesty.
Howdy.
I need a list of kings and guards. By name, if you have it.
Of course. Every guard by name, as requested. Here we are.
Oh, you little
You
shit.
rat bastard.
Oops.
Okay.
So much for that.
Have this man executed just because he pisses you off.
Tell me what happened.
The snake
The snake
escaped.
was dead.
Dead.
Yes, I suppose there wasn't enough air in the box for it to breathe. But in any case, dead. Alas. Such a sweet
You gotta
gift.
put holes in the box next time. Oh, hello. Little girl. How about you just kill him?
There's nothing. You think
This girl's probably a master pickpocket. Doesn't matter.
You must think of cousin Simon of Swanage.
Guildford, you must come with me on the hunt tomorrow. The elk is best at dawn.
Yeah,
only thing I'll be hunting tomorrow morning is my pillow.
Of course. You have a shit-faced, ale-soaked reputation to uphold.
And 3 cheers for that.
A reputation that is greatly exaggerated.
Yes. I've been thinking, what exactly do you do during the day?
Read books.
I think it's time for a toast.
Yes, a toast. That sounds lovely. Thank you, Lord Seymour.
Don't drink that.
Oh, wait. I just want to say a few words about how proud I am of myself.
What?
Don't worry, I've got this.
I knew this kid was a master pickpocket. She's an international spy. I keep making jokes about these children, and then it turns out to be correct.
To mothers. Oh, silly me. I'm actually the only mother here. Whoops.
Silly you.
No, I need your performance ready. To me!
Don't drink that. Don't drink that.
Oh, I'm sorry! Sorry!
Never mind, you idiot.
You ruined everything.
What did he do? The master thief herself.
It's not Atbash. It's not a substitution cipher.
It's the Alberti cipher.
The what?
I might not speak Aramaic, but I'm
Okay.
a complete cretin.
I don't know what any of those ciphers mean.
God, you are clever.
Of course I fucking am.
She wants you so bad right now. Is he boomboxing her? He is.
'Cause I love you. Yes, I love you. Oh, how I love you. Oh,
Damn, dude.
yeah.
Romantic king.
A grand gesture of chivalry.
I hate gestures, and I hate chivalry.
Francis, my dulcet love.
Franny, Franny, Franny. You just gotta accept that he's in love with you.
Oh my god.
Will you do me the honor of being my wife eternal?
Oh, damn.
No. Please, you do not love me.
She's just the only one that's shown you affection.
You're just not husband material.
I am so. I am the model of luxuriousness.
What does that mean?
Your father and I would have chosen you to marry Jane, and not Guildford.
Yeah? Well, that was pretty stupid considering Guildford is he...
Considering Guildford is what?
Nothing.
What is he?
You got real close.
Why did you stop Francis drinking?
Jesus.
Do you fancy?
Jesus. Jesus. God, she's a freak.
There's little freaks.
You're a freak.
I suppose you could perhaps untie me, Squidgy?
Something's going on.
Squidgy.
Anyone else is odd?
He's gonna leave you tied up all night. She's gonna leave you tied up.
She wrote these for Seymour. These are filthy.
Listen to this one. Unlike most citizens of Firenze,
Ezio
your
Auditore da
widow
Firenze.
Rebecca is doing its job admirably.
Wait. It's not as witty. It's poison. The Florentine widowmaker, it's Stefana. That's the poison that killed Edward.
They killed him together.
Ooh.
I thought Mary loved him.
What a twist that we already knew.
It's nearly dawn.
He's gonna turn into a horse. Kiss him before he becomes a horse.
There comes a time in every woman's life when she panics and makes a rash decision that she will regret much sooner than she thinks. For Jane, well, that moment is now.
You killed Edward. I have proof.
Really? Somebody.
Abdicate or die, Jane. Abdicate or die!
Ain't nobody gonna step in? Goral? Is your near-death experience going to activate some superpowers? Are you also an Ethian? Did she see that happen?
So Francis knows Guildford's secret.
Francis, okay.
Mary knows Jane knows Mary's secret. And I have a secret too. An intentional obfuscation for the purposes of elevated intrigue, or in layman's terms,
yeah,
a twist. Because
he's not
Edward
dead.
Is alive. Alive.
Hell yeah. We been new. We been new. Okay, so King is alive. We knew that. Like, we're fairly confident from the get-go. That man did not die. You don't see a body, didn't happen. Potential possibilities. He could have just survived, I guess, you know, throwing himself into the moat. You know, if he could jump that far. I mean, it's quite a distance to jump. But if he could have made that jump, potentially, maybe he could have lived. My guess is that he is an Ethian as well, and he turned into an animal. Or he somehow used his cloak as like a parachute. However likely that is. My guess is, though, he turned into an animal and lived somehow. Someone who may not have lived, but definitely also did, is Jane. You know, Mary strangled her to death. She definitely didn't die. She's alive. The question is, how close to death is she? And what sort of complications are going to arise because of this? Because, like, she can literally, if she lives, she can literally be like, hey, Mary tried to strangle me in the park. Like, kill her. Like, she doesn't have to provide proof. Like, she's the queen. She can just be like, I want people that I don't enjoy to die. And it's fine, because she's the queen. But yeah, this whole episode was, you know, Jane's intro to being queen, right? Her family is loving it, especially her mother. They're, you know, her mother is just really, really enjoying the position she's in right now and taking credit for it quite a bit. She's like, a toast to me. Like, just classic. And the siblings, they're doing their thing. The little girl is a jack of all trades, literally could be a super spy. I made a joke, last episode, where I was like, hey, child, just kill that old man. And then she did it. And then this episode, I'm like, turns out this child's a master thief. And then 2 minutes later, she is unlocking that thing. I was like, oh my god. Look, everything I predict about this child is accurate. Granted, they telegraph it fairly clearly. Like, it's not like I'm pulling stuff out of nowhere. Right? They're making it fairly obvious that if there is a need for something mischievous to happen and an ability to arise, that girl will probably have it. Right? So anything from now on that I need to happen, that little girl, that's her role. But yeah, I feel like we made a decent bit of progress in terms of like who knows what in this episode. So Guilford and Jane know that Seymour and Mary tried to kill the king and are like working on it together. We're also the other sister, Bess. She knows that Mary tried to kill the king. I don't know if she knows Seymour's involved, but she knows everything else. So she seemingly knows most everything. Jane's mom now knows that Guilford's an Ethian. And what else do we know? Oh, and they know that Mary and Seymour are like butt buddies. Freaky little butt buddies in the nighttime. Just continually doing the freakiest stuff. Like, they're so weird. Like, aggressively weird. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a lot. There's a lot of things happening. And a lot of people know things, but we're surprisingly only halfway through the season. Which I should probably watch at a faster pace than I am. But it is what it is. We're making progress. Anyways, I'm excited to see how Jane survives, because unless she was just like pretending to be dead, like she got choked out. You know, I've heard I can't remember if it was on Mythbusters or what it was on, but there was some like actual like specialists that talked about like choking someone out, like when people choke someone until they die in like TV and movies, that it's not like fully accurate, because really all they're doing is like choking that person until they like lose consciousness. But as soon as you like let go, that person can breathe again and they will continue to live. Like, you didn't kill them unless you are like gonna hold on for a long time afterwards and make sure. Like, she'll probably wake up. She's fine. Like, it'll be fine. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, this was a good episode. I enjoyed it. Definitely let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below. I'm very curious to see how you feel. If you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon or joining YouTube memberships. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.